2024 is the year for Shadow. Bro got his own Lego set, bike, batsuit, and his own movie, all on the 30th anniversary of Mr. Knock Knock and Snuckles. So in commemoration of 2025 and a whole month of mediocre editing, let's review of Sonic X Shadow Generations 2 months after the game was released. I'm recording 2 months after the game release. I have to play the DLC first, okay? I bought this game during day 1 and it came with this super weird SA1 skin, which I like using for some odd reason. Seriously helped me. Also, for some reason, I like my game cover like this. Like, be real, you cannot tell me this one hits hard. That hurts. First of all, let's review Sonic Generations. Yeah, this was something. So I have 100% Sonic Generations, and my review is mixed. So basically, Sonic goes back in time, saves his friends, meets Small Sonic, fights the Time Eater, and then goes back to normal time. Gameplay-wise, this was a fun time. Each level had an Act 1 for classic Sonic, and an Act 2 for modern Sonic, and all of them were fun. Except for that it was... I really enjoyed all of them, especially because Sonic Forces was my first Sonic game. And we all know how that went. The bosses were, let's say, interesting. Actually, no, they're not interesting. Let me get to the full chase. They suck. Okay, aside from the Egg Dragoon, most of the modern Sonic bosses in this game are just lame. Like, all the classic Sonic bosses were perfect. Like, they're all fun to speedrun. But like, if you're talking about perfect chaos, it just feels like a normal level. Silver is Silver. Shadow, I was expecting a bit more. The Egg Dragoon is fun, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't feel exciting. And of course, the freaking Time Eater. Like, seriously, who the hell likes that thing? Also, this is why my favorite boss is the Death Egg Robot. Not bad! Now that's boss. I guess truly the highlight about this game are the levels, and most of them were challenging and fun to play with. And Planet Whip sucks. And of course, I 100% completed the missions too. I like the concept of Sonic's friends constantly helping him out when he's completing the missions, and I've enjoyed most of them. I also like the time attack races. They're kind of fun and it actually makes the game, oh, I don't know, challenging. Oh wait, actually the game is challenging enough, never mind. Especially with Vector. There is one change that I heard most people don't like about this port, and that's because of the line changes done by Ian Flynn. I mean, I can see it. There are some cool lines that they added, like,
without the time stones?
But then you also get this cutscene where Amy slaps Knuckles into a tree, get replaced by this. Yeah, I guess some things are just meant to stay the same. Overall, it's a fun game. It's really fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. It's just that over time, when it becomes repetitive, it will become boring afterwards. So I just recommend that if you're your first time playing it, make sure to cherish each moment. Otherwise, this is an 8 out of 10 game. Hey guys, just a quick announcement, just to let you all know, from now on, for all our regular videos, I'm just going to be using the Scorbunny sprite to represent me. Obviously, this is the link where I got it from, and I'll be using it from now on. Thank you very much. Subscribe. Bye. Let's get into the video. But we ain't here for this. We're here for Shadow Generations. It's a masterpiece. It's absolute cinema. I'm not kidding. This game has everything. Each level has like a sick animation or something. It just feels like watching a movie. Just look at this. Look at this. Like, it's just so satisfying. My favorite level obviously is Sunset Heights because of something I mentioned earlier. And bro, this is all awesome. Like, all of this is just awesome. But look at this. it just puts a smile in your face. Chaos Control is handled perfectly here. Like 5 seconds of all-time pause. It's like it just make. I don't know if they did this in any other Sonic game before, but the way this is handled is just so awesome. Like, this is coming from a guy who hasn't played like an actually good Sonic game. He's only played Forces, Frontiers, and freaking Colors Ultimate, man. So anyway, plot. Shadow meets Black Doom, who's here to tell him to commit sin. Shadow says no. He gets sent to the White Void, or White Space, whatever it's called. Shadow meets his dead girlfriend, which starts giving him level 10 PTSD. Shadow gets superpowers for some reason, goes to Radical Highway, fights the devil, and then gets the most touching scene in Sonic history. I haven't actually played Adventure 2, so I had to watch a full playthrough on it for like a whole day before the game came out. And after that, I never felt like so happy. Dark Beginnings was also a good prequel, and of course the OST. There's just so much about this game everyone can enjoy. Like, does anyone remember that one cutscene where Shadow fights Sonic and then he does the switch move, the Chaos Emerald? Ah! The bosses actually feel good because they're just good. When you talk about Sonic's bosses, they're just stages, except for Egg Dragoon. But if you're talking about Shadows, they're just fun. And the challenge games are even more interesting. Like, they have one ring challenge. Why did the original generations have that? Overall, Shadow Generation, it's just peak, and it just overtakes Sonic Generations by like 1,000,000 times. This is a hands down 9 out of 10. Which finally concludes this video. Sonic X Shadow Generations is a must-buy and a 10 out of 10. Now I think you know what happens next, so make sure you go like and subscribe. And if you have not played Sonic X Shadow Generations...
Observation.
Genius.